Even gesehen?
Asira varanheid.
Me voltocht en gehedven. Me vertruv heden bellengrek.
Visidein ib kieseret. Net en verbtene. Het en krisa. Do you know what this is?
I know.
Who it is?
Triss Marigold. Until recently advisor to King Foltest. Artifact compression. A complicated spell.
Is she alive?
Her life processes are on hold. But it is reversible. Though very difficult.
You created a portal between Loch Muin and Nilfgaard. You should manage the figurine.
Stand back. I cannot be sure how her body will react to decompression.
No pentagrams, candles, spilt blood.
It figures you do know little about magic, Ambassador. It matters not.
We need her alive, Asira. Make sure her body survives decompression well.
I'll do what I can. But she will be disoriented for some time. What is your name? Oh! Tell me your name. Triss!
Vise getocht gedein. Vise espet eb wovret. Dartocht eb nedling derien. Mehen eveneens eb turin. Me pöft en alverdeg. Marigold. Your name is Triss Marigold.
Pois é. The Witcher 2. Vamos zerar esse caralho logo. Tá demorando.
I recognize this valley. This path leads to the city gates. We're almost there.
Harpy tracks everywhere.
Então, como eu ia dizendo, The Witcher 2, né, galera? Pronto, como prometido, estamos no capítulo 3, que é o último capítulo, né, antes do epílogo, seria o capítulo final, definitivamente. No capítulo passado, os dois no caso, a gente fez lá, a gente participou lá da Guerra dos Anãos, depois viemos a Guerra dos Anãos lá dos malucos invadindo, vencemos a guerra, e agora eu e o...
Long time ago by your king. I'm wasting time.
Eu e o Yorvek íamos pra cá.
Witness the fall of two cities. First out the ground.
Tem muito peru aqui, né? Só os galos do caralho. tem bastante. Tá, mas magia tá
No
tudo de boa.
disease did, and the climate. Long ago, the sources of the Pontar did not freeze over and flowed all year. Flowers still bloomed on these slopes in Bellon.
A gente vai lutar com essa galera aí?
Knights of the Flaming Rose at a peace summit.
Eita, caralho.
Wonder whose side they're on.
On that of whoever paid them.
Any idea who might have summoned them?
Radovid. Now the scum of the Order wear the Redanian coat of arms as they burn pyres. Witch hunts are their favorite pastime, or so I've heard.
Radovid witnessed what the Order did in Vizima. He saw the Grand Master's madness with his own eyes. Yet he gave them a new home. For a good reason, I expect.
That's easy. He needed a whip against Isleheart.
They've made camp outside the city walls. Means they're not here in an official capacity.
Are they on vacation?
Maybe they just don't want to stand out.
Isleheart has a dragon up her sleeve. Radovid has invited a unit of the Order's knights.
Don't forget Sheila and Henselt.
It should be an interesting peace summit.
You shouldn't let them see you.
I know. To them, a good elf is a dead elf.
It's not because you're an elf. It's because you're Yorvith.
I'll try to enter the city through the caves. I'd advise you to do the same.
The knights will know I'm wanted. You know of a passage?
I know of a cave nearby. There are many ways to enter Lochmuin, my friend. If Radovid has summoned the Order, I'm certain the others have brought their armies as well. The city must be full of soldiers. All of them sitting as if on a witch's bomb, waiting for a spark. But that may be to our advantage. If the rulers have holed themselves up in camps, it should be easy to move about between them.
Let's go before we get noticed.
Beleza. Cara, agora a gente chegou nessa cidade aqui, a gente tem que achar a Triss e matar o Leto, que é o bruxo, o assassino de reis. Nosso vilão principal da história, né?
Good you're here. Look what I found.
Puta
Keep your
merda.
distance.
Already forgotten that a similar creature hung around my cave.
Ele já tá aqui já.
Wonder how many more they'll turn out.
Morreu? Tomou-lhe. Tamo no caminho errado. Não, tamo não. Puta merda. Meu Deus. Ah, muito fácil. Morreu. Morreu. Pô, que fácil, hein? Papo reto. Cara, eu achava que ia ser mais difícil, mano. Eu achava que ia ser tipo boss, tá ligado? Bem de boa. Bem no começo do jogo a gente enfrenta uma dessa e a gente toma um pau do caralho. Eu, no caso. Mas agora... Puta merda. Eita, que tem bagulho aqui. Tem item. Ah, minério de ferro. Vai se foder.
There's a forested valley on the other side of the city.
Mais pior.
Once teeming with wildlife. It's now dead. The royal delegations arrived here that way.
I know. That's why we went around. What exactly killed the Vrans?
As the years went by and the climate turned cold, the Browns had less and less food. Their hunters descended to the hills where they encountered the first human settlers. Dysentery and malaria.
Caralho, que esses bichos não acabam, velho. Que ódio. Porra. Acho que a gente chegou, né?
They tried to save themselves, building an aqueduct and sewers that rival today's. But it grew colder, and the canals remained frozen for most of the year.
Aqui em cima tem o quê? Como? Tem nada lá em cima.
When the elves arrived, they encountered only ghosts, a dead city falling into ruin. The Enshe rebuilt it.
We're in Longween.
We're on the fringes somewhere. We should find what we came for nearer the main quarters.
Let's go.
Deixa eu ver esse mapa, mano. Caralho, uma puta muralha. Parece Attack on Titan. Nossa, parece muito. Ai, mano, não tem um minuto de paz nessa porra. Cadê os bichos? Caralho. Calmou. O quê? Não. Nem fudendo, caralho. Minha primeira morte foi pra esse porrinho aí. Mano, como? Como?
On the side of the city, once teeming with wildlife.
Beleza, voltei
The royal
pra onde eu
delegation
parei e eu esqueci que tem que salvar esse jogo muitas
We should
vezes.
find what we came for nearer the main
E
quarters.
agora mais ainda.
Let's go.
Vambora. Parar nunca, parar nunca. A gente tem que ir. É o único caminho, né? Eu sou um animal, eita. Melhoria a armadura de ametista. Calma. Vitalidade. Porra, minha armadura já tá full. Melhoria. Não tem como melhorar mais. Já tem os 2 pontinhos cheios. Ai, queria trocar essa armadura, mano. Por uma melhor ainda. Mas acho que não rola mais nessa altura do jogo. Cara, eu tô no caminho errado? Não, tô no certo. Tá aí, os filhos da puta. Pula aí, pula aí. Lá vem. Cadê os bichos? Ai, caralho. Toma.
Damn, lovely.
Caralho, eu não consigo. Tá mirando nos outros, mano. Tá aí. Tem mais um de base. Mais outro. Tem outro. E cai. Olha a skill ainda. Caralho, tô todo zarolho, mano. Ai. Vem aí, vem aí, vem aí. Ah, vou ter que deitar no soco mesmo. Tá aí. Ah, o filho da puta explode, brother. O filho da puta explode, mano. Tá, pra onde que eu vou agora, tio? Pra onde que eu vou? Fala comigo. Tá bom, bora só entrar. Aqui não é. Será que aqui embaixo? Eita, tem um baú ali. Eita, cara.
Magic or danger?
Esses sinais aqui, mano. Vou apagar, foda-se. Apaga tudo, apaga tudo. Vai te dar merda. Porra, puta baúzaço aqui. Eita caralho. Peguei fogo. Arte de novo. Ah, irmão, na boa. Desisto. Ah, nem fudendo.
Wonder how many more.
Caralho, que o ar não tá dando efeito. Vou morrer. Vou morrer muito. Boa. Caralho, que esse bicho não morre, doido. Dificuldade. Salva, por favor. Pedra elemental. Não sei pra que serve. Nossa, tomei muito dano, caralho. Não vou meditar não. Vai curar sozinho. Eu espero. Eu salvei, tá? Então, se tiver mais batalha, porque aí é foda. O que é isso aqui? Nada aqui. Onde você vai? Opa! Filha da puta, fechou a porta na minha cara. Filha da puta, fechou de novo. Caralho. Maluco abusado, mano. Tá. Por favor, que não tenha batalha, tô a fim de batalha não. Que porta é essa? Fechado. Outro portão aqui. Fechado. Vambora. Esse aqui tá aberto. Agora eu entro, filho da puta. Ali eu sou educado. Eu não fecho a porta na cara dos outros.
They gagged Philippa in the nick of time. She almost cast a spell. Rotting in the Redanian dungeon now in special shackles.
Radovid's right to show the witches their place.
I wonder what they'll do to her. Either the executioner or the monsters will have their fun. They say Logmuin's dungeons are full of scum of all kinds.
No idea what they locked her up for, but every sorceress is guilty of something.
True enough. Not likely to see anyone weeping for her.
A dungeon befits Philippa Eilhart very well, though gallows would be even better.
If they killed her, you can forget about healing Saskia.
They must guard her as heavily as the Emperor's bedchamber. We'll not get in there.
I'm in no hurry to visit the Emperor's bedchamber, but we've got to get into the dungeon.
Look for a passage through the sewers. I'll locate Eilhart's quarters. If she didn't expect to be arrested, I may find something interesting there.
I can think of a quicker way into the dungeon than the sewers. I just need to get arrested.
They'll take your weapons and put you in shackles, though there is some chance you'll wind up in Philippa's cell.
I'll manage. Wandering through the tunnels would take too much time.
Let's go then.
I'll find Philippa. You search her quarters.
Right. We learned a lot the last time we browsed through her things. Vá fail, Gwynblade.
Eu tenho que deixar os caras me prenderem. Ou eu passo normal. Acho que eu vou normal. Ai, velho. Que preguiça, mano. Olha a caralhada de caminho que tem, velho. Muito complexa essa cidade. Mano, melhor eu deixar que me levem até lá, né? Cadê os filhos da puta? Será que tem que deixar eles me matar?
For the kingdom!
Vai, deita porrada em mim aí. Não tô fazendo nada. Aí. Boa, garoto. Eita caralho.
You here?
Olha só como é que tá o menino Geralt. Menino Geraldo. Porra, pegado isso aqui. Caralho.
What are you doing here?
I worked awfully hard to see Philippa Eilhart in chains.
I doubt you'll be so witty once we're standing side by side on the scaffold.
Unlike you, I've done nothing that would get me hanged.
To them, you're a kingslayer. I assure you, Radovid's torturers will make you admit to anything, even intercourse with trolls.
Radovid's no idiot. He knows I'm innocent. Besides, I helped him once.
Radovid is a politician. He'd gladly show the world he's an avenger of fallen kings.
Sure, but before he does that, he'll gladly hear about your exploits in Vergen.
By aiding the rebels, I weakened Henselt's position, and that's of paramount importance. Radovid is king of the hill. He has the deciding vote during the summit, thanks, among others, to me.
Is that why he dumped you in this dungeon?
This, Witcher, is a little misunderstanding.
Did you know from the start that Saskia was a dragon?
I had suspected she was not what she seemed to be for some time, though I did not learn the truth until she fell poisoned and I could examine her thoroughly.
I've seen the list of antidote ingredients. Not a word about the Rose of Remembrance.
Well, we all prefer to have loyal allies. The Rose of Remembrance is very powerful. Even as a she-dragon, Saskia could not resist my spell.
Why don't you summon her? You could use some help now.
Dimeritium blocks all magic, telepathy included.
Someone's coming.
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well.
You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your majesty?
Ambassador.
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
The Lodge ordered Demoven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the Ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
We will talk again, witch. I refused to believe it when they told me Geralt of Rivia was in my dungeon. The Geralt I know wouldn't let himself be captured.
I was really hankering for a tour of your dungeon, sire.
What's so interesting about it?
The guests.
I apologize for the dismal company you're in, Witcher. Fortunately, Eilhart won't be with us much longer.
The Nilfgaardian ambassador mentioned an organization of sorceresses. Just so happens I'm interested in the plans of this lodge.
Those plans should interest no one, because the lodge will soon cease to exist. I've nothing against you personally, Witcher, but you've gone from being an uninvited guest to being an awkward witness.
I understand I'm in for an extended tour.
You certainly shan't leave here before the summit ends.
I'm flattered, sire, but you overestimate me if you think I could influence it in any way.
Politics is like a complicated puzzle. Every piece may prove useful, or equally useless, even harmful. A breakthrough awaits us here at Loch Muin, by my hand no less. This will be no second Thaned. Soon, everyone will learn what the Redanian king is capable of. You'll excuse me, but it's time for the summit.
Radovid is capable, but too young. He has yet to understand that only the dead remain truly silent. Because Redania is doing Nilfgaard a favor, I feel obliged to help the king in return.
What favor do you mean? You can tell me. Just like you said, the dead keep their secrets.
That's true, but I prefer to be cautious. I promise to reveal every last detail as soon as your body is cold. Pity you won't live to see it. Loch Muin's in for a huge surprise, both the mages and the kings.
Nobody likes others to decide for them. That's especially true of kings.
You're dangerous, Witcher, and too independent. In time, Radovid will thank me, and he won't be alone. Kill him, but beware his sorcery.
Hold him, Heart.
Get me out of here!
I need some answers first. Was Schillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes, too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
All right, but if you're lying to me...
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Kill him.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men. Lead on. No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, but I want to live.
Can you walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage. Will you remove my shackles?
The manacles stay on.
Aqui não tem nada, não sei por que eu tô vindo pra cá. Curti. Ai. Vamos descer. Nossa, mano, que lerdeza do caralho. Acelera o passo aí, mano. Que isso? Fodeu.
dragon!
Boa.
Who did this to her?
It was Radovid's way of thanking her for the care she provided him when he was a child.
I saw him with his army on his way to the talks, whistling a tune.
Get me out of here!
Shut up, witch! You're alive only because you're still needed.
Philippa's promised to help us in exchange for her freedom.
And you believe her?
Know a better way to free Saskia? What state is Saskia in now?
I've ordered her to carry out Sheila's bidding until I return.
Great. And Sheila will be at the talks?
Yes. She's probably there already, making certain the Lodge's plans do not fall through.
What would you have done if Saskia hadn't been poisoned? If a certain foolish witcher hadn't gathered the potion ingredients?
I would have sought other means, but I couldn't miss that opportunity.
What's Sheila supposed to safeguard?
The restitution of the Council and Conclave, and the creation of a strong, independent state with Saskia as its leader.
With what aim?
As a bulwark. A defense against Nilfgaard. After years of chaos and destruction, the time has come to build. We wish to rule, yes. Where is the fault in that? Everyone wants to rule. And I know how to do that. Better than any other monarch in this city.
You can't hope to win the common folk's trust. Humans will never accept a sorceress queen.
Non-humans won't either, given what that old hag Finderbear has achieved.
They all believe in Saskia. They all trust her. The girl is a born leader, yet she has no political instincts. She's charismatic but not cunning. Courageous but not fierce. She is just but lacks the required cruelty.
She is your very opposite.
Perhaps. Together we would be unstoppable.
Did you order Foltest murdered?
No!
Shillard claimed that Triss testified.
Triss doesn't know what she's talking about. The Lodge exists, and Triss has lost our trust. All that is true. But Foltest's assassination? That was not my order.
How do we free Saskia?
I have charmed a dagger with a counterspell. You must thrust it into the she-dragon's heart.
You mean your heart, witch? Do you mock us?
There is no other way. She must be struck with surgical precision. Otherwise the counterspell won't work. All the blade's runes must touch blood, and its point must pierce a chamber of her heart.
We'll need to hold her down somehow.
Hold down a dragon? This is ridiculous. She's lying, Geralt. I don't trust her. Why would she even need this dagger? In a minute, we'll hear that she planned to free Saskia herself.
Any time you cast a spell or a curse, you must have a counterspell at the ready. It's a basic rule of magic. I prepared the dagger just before I cast the spell, in case anything went awry.
A basic rule, but I don't know many mages who follow it. Where's the dagger?
My quarters. In Geoffrey Monk's former home, inside a well-secured chest.
I know the house.
Yorvith, know any way to get to Philippa's quarters unnoticed?
Through this sewer. We may encounter monsters, but we'll gain a lot of time.
Keep an eye on her. I'll go ahead.
Meditar aqui rapidão. Esgrimista. Tá. Vitalidade. Irden. Chance de causar efeito crítico através de sinais. E aqui tem o que? Bloqueia golpes é foda. Não, mas não tem esse aqui. Não. vou nesse daqui.
There's something in there. I avoided this place earlier.
Knowing you, it's probably a damsel in distress. That's all right.
Tá que pariu.
Come on!
Vou morrer. Bora, vem pro bicho. Não acaba não? Caralho. Fudeu, maluco. Quando que salvou que eu não vi? Ai, velho, vai voltar um save fudido. Ai, ufa. Tá de boa. Isso é o coisa aqui de novo. Valeu.
There's something in there. I avoided this place earlier.
Knowing you, it's probably a damsel in distress. That's all right. I'm not afraid of the glory.
Tá.
All right. I'm not afraid of the glory. Let me check.
Damn it!
Toma, trouxa. Falei, mano.
What guarantee do I have that you'll set me free?
None.
If your dagger fails to work, or Saskia perishes from the blow, you'll be next. And be assured, it will not be a quick death.
You dream of that, don't you?
This place looks just like the last.
Same stench, too. Wait here.
Vou salvar. Eu vou pegar uma andorinha, que eu não sou besta. Eu tenho? Só tenho uma. Não vou gastar. Vou gastar essa aqui, foda-se. Quero. É uma merda, né? Vai uma cat também. Eu vou ficar muito envenenado. Agora que eu parei pra pensar. Tô envenenadaço, mano. Aqui vai ter monte, certeza. Previsível. Toma, trouxa. Caralho, quase morri de novo, maluco, de novo.
Slow down. I can't keep up this pace.
The sooner you give us the dagger, the sooner you can lick your wounds, bitch.
Pain-killing spells require focus and precision. I cannot manage one now.
Die from the pain, then. Rest assured, no one will help you, nor weep for you. Keep moving.
Agora é a saída.
Geralt, you'd best check the room before we enter. I don't like this.
Neither do I.
Caralho, que susto. Cadê o bicho? Ah, maluco. Morri. Sou muito ninja, maluco.
Unshackle me. Remove the dimeritium. I can help you.
Shut up!
Is this the chest?
Describe it.
It's heavy, covered in runes. There's a circle and candles on the floor.
Yes, the very chest in which Geoffrey Monk kept his most valuable treasures. The dagger's inside.
How do we bloody open it?
The candles must be lit in a specific order. I figured it out. My notes are downstairs. After that, a simple spell will suffice. Remove my shackles.
Geralt, do you know this ritual?
Only a mage can perform it.
Shut up!
I need to look at the notes first. After I light the candles, we'll remove the dimeritium, and you'll open the chest.
É a porra do cofre lá. Eu só queria que a andorinha passasse já. Já deu o que tinha que dar já. Eu posso meditar, verdade. Que mais que eu coisa aqui? Cara, daqui. Vitalidade. É o único útil que tem aqui. Agora tem mais um pouquinho de HP, pelo menos. Mano, vou esperar. Tem uma galera ali embaixo, mano. Não sei quem é não. Pronto, passou. Agora... Que é isso? Acendeu. 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 É igual aquele baú lá, mano. Acendeu. Ai, filha da puta.
Wrong sequence.
Try again.
Calma aí. Tem sequência, mano. Sequência. Ok. Deu, mano. Pô, essa aqui. Eu quero deixar. Deu aqui. Vou ver também. Vem pra cá. Vem pra cá. Vem pra cá. Vem pra cá. Cara, bicho. Calma, mano. Não. Só saber mais aqui.
Wrong sequence. Try
Me ajuda aí, filho. Calma. Tá, qual a nota? Tá pegando fogo, velho. Tá indo quase essa puta. tem a anotação na ordem das velas, vem aqui. Ajudou pra caralho, mas então tem algumas. Tá. Eu acho que eu já fiz uma dessas, mas devo ter confundido. Agora bora tentar refazer essas porra. Mecânica. Então tá. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eu já fiz, porra. Calma, isso aqui tudo. Calma. Tá. Vamos com esse. Cara, daqui eu vou pra onde? Agora foi, porra.
Now unshackle me. I'll open the chest with a spell.
Neither of us can
Ih,
utter
cara, eu
it.
tô preso.
It's not something you learn in a moment. A trained mage is needed to cast spells. The candles are lit. We need to hurry. Do as I say before I lose consciousness.
Try anything clever and you will die.
Sido Isndoai. You can lift the spell binding her, but she will never be human.
She's more than a Dwan. Someone who restored hope to the Enshe.
She's a monster. If you think she can rule a realm of humans and elves herself,
Face it, Derian!
you'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Look out, Carrot! Ah!
Beautiful.
É filha da puta.
Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it!
Vou morrer. Ai, irmão, pra que eu fui me meter com essa mina, velho? Eu deveria ter deixado essa vagabunda morrer, mano. Sou bonzinho demais, papo reto.
your own! I can't help you!
Let them kill.
Look out! You're on your own! I can't help you!
Caralho, o meu vigor não tá subindo mais?
Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it!
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Let them kill. You're on your own! I can't help you! Look out! You're on your own! I can't help you! Look out! Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it!
Quase, quase, quase. Mano do céu.
Look out!
Ai, porra. Droga. Tô cego. Tô cego.
Amazing fight, Gwynblade! Get the dagger and let's get out of here!
Meu Deus do céu, calma. Deixa eu dar uma respirada. Caralho. Mano do céu. Que luta, hein? Que luta.
Let's hope this blade will do the trick.
A strange weapon. Never seen anything like it. I hope it works. Too bad Eilhart won't tell us anything more.
Philippa will be far away by now. She was in pain. Let's hope that kept her honest.
She's bound to recover quickly and promptly return to conspiring.
She's out of the game for now. Keep in mind that the other sorceresses are here. Philippa may inform Sheila.
Or command the dragon.
I won't be surprised if I'm forced to fight Saskia. Confused by spells, she won't understand we want to help her.
You're probably right. But please don't kill her. Unless you must do so to save your own life.
Time to join the talks.
I'll go ahead and see what we can expect.
Dois talentos. Heliotrópio. ativado na barra de adrenalina. E estiver completamente carregado, permite a produção de adrenalina através de sinais. Vou coisar esse e esse aqui. Beleza. Não é aqui não. Onde que eu tenho que ir agora? Pra cá. Nossa, a cidade é gigante. Como que eu faço pra sair daqui numa entrada, uma saída? Deveria ser aqui. Ah, bom. Porra. Ih, carai. Querem me matar? Não tá mandando não? Calmou. Ai. Ih, caralho. Filha da puta. Tá. Eu quero ir no... Artesão, loja, loja, loja. Guarda-espada. Loja.
Yes? The Major... Anything.
Eu não
That
quero falar
making...
com você,
I'm not just...
cara.
And who's terrible?
Ele não tem
get
loja.
Who's terrible?
Acho que é esse cara aqui. É ele.
How are things?
You're either very unobservant. I thought.
Mages
Ah,
aren't...
não quero saber, eu quero comprar coisas. O que você tem pra comprar pra mim? Melhorias... Não tem muito, né? É triste. Calma aí que eu tenho muita coisa pra vender. Essa daqui vende. Vou falar com Yorveth. Porra, eu queria comprar aquela armadura, mano. Isso aqui não dá mais, não tem outro jeito de eu ganhar dinheiro fácil. Caralho, eu ainda tenho os bagulho aqui. Eita. Será que se eu voltar lá eu consigo? Não, não vou conseguir tudo, mano.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Ué.
Break your wand and burn your hat!
Ah. Olha de novo. Milhões. Vamos ver se vai fazer. Aqui não. Lembra talvez. Mas vai dar milhões, não vou usar. Tá tudo certo. Onde eu lembro que eu não fiz mais. Entrando no carro. O bolso é bom. Arma. Esse negócio ainda, ou não. Não comprei, caralho, nem quer fazer. Será que precisa roubar? Não precisa dessa arma, dessa espécie mesmo, né? Infinite. Quase, 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 quase. Eu já posso comprar. Comprei, foda-se. Caralho. Essa mulher é pesada. Cara, tá feito, mano. Ah, bom. Que susto. Olha a diferença, velho. Não é tanta, não. Mas a armadura é melhor. Coisei. Eu ainda vou vender essa outra. Cadê? Vendi. Me faça um item. Armadilha pra arpias. Espada do bruxo. Ah, que merda. Beleza. Olha o naipe da armadura, doido. Agora eu tô preparado pro combate. Vou falar com o Yorveth, é verdade. Cúpula dos magos. Qual foi, cara?
Leave the royal courts. Pour venom into rulers' ears no more. It's not too late to repent.
Erso, what are you doing here?
No future in rat catching. I decided.
Good luck.
This trooper. See.
Hold on.
Cara.
Anything.
Negocia o que você tem. Tem umas armadilhas. Arranhador. Adaga bem balanceada. Incêndio. Tô afim não, mano. Na moral.
Flog your lecturer.
Tô afim de dar uma rushadinha na história. Que isso, mano? Que susto, eu achava que era o Zoltan. É o Yorveth aqui? Não, né? Não.
In a hurry to see the deliberations.
Here on urgent business.
Your dress seems to confirm it. Excuse you indeed. I suppose I couldn't much care. I've heard what I came to hear.
And what, pray tell, was that?
The rightful heir will ascend to the Aedirnian throne. There will be peace in the land. What more could one want?
Prince Stennis is here?
King Stennis. Crowned 2 days past in Vengerberg. Merely send a messenger here. All those present promptly agreed that he will make a good ruler.
Prince Stennis. A poisoner, coward, and schemer. He trembled with disgust when he spoke to the peasants. Disdain flowed from him like vomit. But he didn't deserve to be lynched. That was not the justice Saskia fought for. Prince Stennis I, son of Demavend III, became the 17th king of Aedirn. He won the hearts of the people. They saw him as the hope of the nation. The realm, ravaged by war, needed a ruler sensitive to the plight of his subjects. King Stennis I was just that.
Caralho, hein?
Welcome. I'm a...
Bearded?
Don't be a...
What do you...
Food. You wanna buy...
Ah, mano, essas minas tá de sacanagem, mano. Ah, eu vendo coisa, o que? Queijo velho, ameixa. Porra.
I see you took care of the guards.
I hate those monastic curs.
They're not paragons of virtue, true, but they were just doing their job.
Then they didn't do it well enough. Can we go now?
Yes, let's go.
Vambora.
Time to finish it.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwin and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender. At present, Temeria is starting to resemble the Pontar Valley.
Which, if I understand correctly, is currently controlled by Edirn.
You are mistaken, Radovid. Vergen is free.
Free? What precisely does that mean?
Lawmark is not Kedwin's, and Edirn no longer controls Upper Edirn. We have rejected Prince Stennis.
King Stennis?
And handed King Henselt's army a resounding defeat.
Your forces, my dear lass, are nothing but a motley array of rebellious peasants and elven brigands. Sooner or later, they will need to swear allegiance to someone, or they will be defeated and dispersed.
The peoples of the Pontar Valley will swear allegiance to me, Queen Saskia. As an independent realm, we hereby speak in favor of reconstituting the Council and Conclave.
You're a lovely girl, but you issue from common stock. The sole crown you are worthy of donning is a wreath woven of wildflowers. Redania will recognize no other coronation.
In that case, you must choose, King Radovid. Will you carve up Temeria, or march on the Pontar Valley? Henselt, last of the line of the Unicorns, has sworn to recognize the Pontar Valley as a free realm. Philippa Eilhart witnessed it.
Philippa Eilhart is in my dungeon, awaiting trial for treason.
She was in your dungeon, Radovid, but is no longer. She will sit at my side in Vergen as my royal advisor.
Everything we did in Vergen will be in vain.
There's still hope. We have the dagger.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Amin, and finally, Sheila de Tanzavir. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahit and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Que pariu.
Our queen left to powder her nose.
Meu Deus. Vai ser uma matança do caralho.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, honorable sorcerers.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Loch Muin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
Filha da puta. Vamos matar a Saskia. É isso.
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Derrote o dragão. Fácil assim? Coisa pouca.
Stand back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else.
Vai ser do caralho. Jogo salvo, por favor.
If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon? Kill him now!
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sacenthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however,
shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Mano. Eita caralho! Fudeu. Como é que vai dar dano nesse dragão, mano? O que eu faço? Que eu não entendi.
Come on!
Agora. Ah, filha da puta. Cadê, tio? E aí, mano? Cadê minha espada? Minha espada, porra!
Damn it!
Puta que pariu. Olha isso, velho. Quando que eu ataco? Ah, mano, até o rabo do bicho, mano. Morri. Caralho, irmão. Como que luta com um bicho desse, velho? Ah, maluco, eu vou dormir, outro dia eu tento. Papo reto. quase. O que vai acontecer? Eu não aguento mais, cara. Só tem filha da puta desse jogo. Puta caralho. Quick Time Event agora. Mano do céu. Ih, caralho, não vi. Fudeu. Perdi. Caralho, calma aí. Salvou o jogo pelo menos. Tem que prestar atenção no Quick Time Event agora. Mano do céu, velho. Agora vai, agora vai, agora vai. Botão esquerdo. Aí depois o botão direito. Calma, calma, calma. Botão direito. E agora? Dado. Jogo mentiroso do caralho, mano. Agora que eu vi que meu Geralt não tá com o cabelo cortado. Mas eu consegui. Eu matei o dragão. Sasuke, filha da puta.
I think we can skip the niceties.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Yet I sense your readiness to fight on.
What guarantee do I have that Philippa's not in control anymore?
Philippa is no longer so beautiful and important to me. In fact, I believe I would break her neck if I saw her. Though it's possible I remain spellbound and that feeling is part of it. Philippa's not immune to self-loathing. She's aging, and that bothers her, I think. Frankly, I don't know what's true.
That's good enough for me.
I believe I owe you part of my treasure. Family tradition and all.
No need. Can you make it back to Vergen?
I think so. I've always healed quickly in the past.
Can you tell me what'll happen to Yorvith now?
Let's be honest. He's a terrorist. I'll not lie about him nor whitewash his deeds. He must earn respect on his own, and perhaps, a few generations on, humans will forget.
Did you intend just to use him?
Geralt, Yorvith has killed more humans than you've eaten chickens. He's not one to be used. It's not that simple. He came to believe in me and knew from the start what we were fighting for. He made a choice.
Sure you don't know what I'm talking about? Those baby doe eyes, that intense misty gaze, the pouting.
We shared a cause, fought side by side.
Yorvith did and would do anything for you. Question is, what are you prepared to do for him?
There will always be a place for the Scoia'tael in the free Pontar Valley. As to Yorvith himself, I've heard many say crude things about us. Thing is, as long as I can remember, I've found dwarves fascinating. Must be a dragon thing. And though preferable to a human, an elf would be a compromise.
Philippa took advantage of the chaos and escaped. Think she could reveal your secret?
It's nothing I can control. I don't intend to pursue her. We may or may not meet again, but I shall leave that to fate.
She's not one to give up easily. I think she'll come after you again, try to take control, as soon as she's done licking her wounds.
I shall be cautious next time, and I know much more about Eilhart than she would ever wish.
More than she would wish. Interesting.
I obeyed Philippa, but I was not blind. We were close, and Eilhart could not keep all her secrets concealed. I know her weakness, something that can destroy her in an instant.
Valuable and dangerous knowledge.
Precisely why I'll keep it to myself.
You know, you're not the first dragon I've talked to.
You met my father, Villain Trettenmirth, known also as Bork Three Jackdaws.
I thought he couldn't have children.
He thought so as well.
Polymorphing. Did you get that from him?
Just a hint of it. I can only assume one human form. He could transform into anyone he liked.
You also don't have his quickness and reflexes. And I don't think I saw a single golden scale on you.
Nor do I have his mustache or paunch. Sorry to disappoint you.
Professional curiosity. Forgive me. Where is Bork these days?
Who can know that? He taught me what he thought I should know and flew off yonder. It's the dragon's way. And he gave me my name.
Synthesis, if I heard right.
I prefer being Saskia.
Sheila and Philippa have lost. The Lodge has been defeated.
That's good, though temporary. I fear we shall hear of them again.
You know, Emir's armies have crossed the Yaruga.
I expected as much, as did Philippa. We defeated the Edirnian lords and Henselt. With a bit of luck, we'll defeat the Emperor as well.
Time I was on my way.
You shall always be a welcome guest in Vergen. I underline guest.
Don't worry, I'm only ever a visitor.
I know. Sometimes I wish I could see the future, like my father.
And sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Farewell, Witcher.
Your handiwork, sire.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
What happened to Saskia?
She's alive. Wounded from our scrap, but alive. She impaled herself on a tree, and then I had to use that dagger. But she'll make it. Mountain air is good for a dragon's hide.
You're the most noble human I know, Gwynblade.
I'm no human.
I'm glad you reminded me. My hatred for the species abated for a moment.
What about Letho?
Strange thing. He sits in the Temerians' former camp. I believe he awaits you.
How do you know?
I saw him. He's got Triss.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
While you were fighting Saskia, the city was staged to a bloody spectacle.
The players?
There were many. At first, it was a hunt for the traitors, but it soon turned into a hunt for all mages. And there were a few skirmishes between Kedweni, Redanian, and Temerian troops. Rape, pillage, and murder. Not necessarily in that order. The pastimes of the Order's pious knights. And the regular troops soon followed suit. The kings, with their choice units, left the city just after the dragon attacked.
And the Nilfgaardians?
Remained neutral. That is to say, they shot anyone who dared approach their camp.
When we're done with you, you'll be a lump of whimpering meat.
Elf! Killed a non-human.
Beasts! Bloody sons of bitches!
Will you be all right?
Yes, thank you. Leave me.
What happened here?
When the summit ended, we hid in one of the houses, but they found us. They cut off both my sister's hands so she wouldn't cast spells. But I managed to escape. They caught me here.
Let's go, Gwynblade. This is madness. Lochmuin has changed. That's what it looks like now.
Caralho, véi. A gente vai se encontrar com o Lethal. E tem muita... Será que vai ter mais desses caras, mano? Que tava tendo dificuldade pra matar eles. Tô preocupado com isso. Relaxa.
I think I heard something.
Putz.
Imperial troops.
Long live the Emperor!
Calma lá que eu tô com a espada errada, porra.
Die, Northling!
Pô, esses caras do escudo que é foda, mano. tiro. Já fui muito bem. Olha aí. Travei nessa porra aqui. Vambora. Tá longe não, tá bem perto. A gente nem explorou direito a cidade, né? Mas tem como não. Ih, caralho. Quem viu os malucos? Isso tá demorando. Tá devagar. Calma aí, mano. Por aqui não dá?
Finish your story.
I managed to sneak into the Nilfgaardian camp. It was relatively quiet there. Then I saw Letho leading Triss out.
They let him go?
No one dared stop him. I followed him. I think he noticed me, but didn't seem to care. Once the fighting died down, he went to the former Temerian camp.
Is Triss all right?
Yes. Letho defended her from marauders.
Talentos. Tá rápido. Produz adrenalina não. Igni não. Quen tá no máximo. Intensidade do sinal não. Não. Não, não. Axe. Eu não uso Axe, mano. Combate então. Será que eu aumento vitalidade? Redução de dano não. Adrenalina através dos golpes. Probabilidade de efeito crítico. Resistência. Mano, vou vitalidade mesmo, foda-se. Não tem outro bagulho? Olha, quase. Só não coisei alquimia mesmo. Deixa eu ver o que tinha na alquimia de bom que eu não usei esse tempo todo. Tem muita coisa boa não. Calma aí, né? Eu tenho poção? Não tenho, usei tudo. Vai ser foda. Vai ser foda, vai ser foda. 31. Ah, minha espada de aço é melhor que a espada de prata. Lucky Moine. É aqui, cara. Salvei, foda-se. Mano, pra cada... Eu vou esperar minha vida encher. Vou esperar minha vida encher, porque eu não tô confiante não. Alô, alô, teste. Vambora, né? Seja o que Deus quiser. Já vou estar com a espada preparada, mano. E o Quen também. Caralho, mano.
Stop, Yorvith. I'm going alone.
Why?
This is between the two of us. Take care of Triss until I return.
Your choice.
Mine, indeed. There's one more thing you need to know. Nilfgaard's armies have crossed the Yaruga. War is inevitable.
Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't get killed.
Farewell, Yorvith. If I don't return within the hour, find Saskia and leave without me. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
It's time to end this. Yorvith's waiting. I'll catch up with you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
Vou tentar.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
Porra,
In that
essa,
case, let's drink
mano.
to
Ah,
old
Geralt não meteu
friendships.
essa.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Wanna fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Não era só um gole?
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be. You fear death.
Ai, filha da puta. Merda. Mano. Tô tomando dano aqui, não posso. Ah, filha da puta, tem que ter essas porra também. Ai! Fudeu. Caralho, mano. O Girls tá muito lento. Será que cachaça? Beleza, vai ser complicado. Não, parece fácil, vai. Calma lá, eu tenho melhoria. Olha o marrom, vai ter que ser essa porra. Deixa do jeito que tá. Ai.
What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Filha da puta. Chupa corno. Ai. Nossa, mano, eu usei o bagulho errado. Se eu tivesse acertado, ia ser muito bom. Ai, não. Não! Ai, filha da cara. Não! Calma. Pelo menos aqui eu tenho espaço, velho. Que isso? morri. Ué, mano, o turno dele é... Porra, quantas porradas pra acabar, mano? Ah, fudeu que eu vou ficar meia hora. Ai, fudeu. Otário demais aí. Vou matar esse filho daqui, tá muito fácil. Vai usar o Quen, vou usar também. Ih, caralho, vou morrer de novo. Ai, cara, muito perto, velho. Pelo menos esse não tá no nível do dragão. Esse não acabou. Fudeu. Olha uma parte. Poxa. Vai você, vai girar uma pouco,
You fear death.
I said fight.
Meu Deus, eu não fiz isso, eu não fiz isso. morrer de novo. Ai, não! Caralho.
I don't want to kill you.
I'll kill you gladly.
You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not.
Fodeu. Tá difícil, tá difícil, tá difícil.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Não! Meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus. Calma, eu preciso respirar. Vambora. Cadê o maluco? Fudeu. Sem punha eu não vou não. Sem punha eu não vou não. Para com esse hard, mano. Deixa carregar o vigor todo. Aí eu uso o Quen. Rápido. Caralho, mano, ele vai usar Quen até a mãe cair da laje. Ai, irmão. Só preciso dar umas porradas nesse maluco, mano. Rápido! Agora me bate. Isso que eu quero, porra. Não vou arriscar não. Vou usar outro Quen. Mas... ai, porra. Calma, vem você, tio. Vem você. Cadê o arrombado? Tá ali. Caralho. Filha da puta! Isso! Essa música.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter. Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwen and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds. Flotsam became a military base. Its civilian population was resettled. In Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom. Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order. Dark clouds had been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwen divided it between them. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwen would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Acabou, porra. O mundo como conhecemos está perto do fim, mas o passado ainda é a chave para o futuro. E é os caras do sul atacando os caras do norte. E nos vemos no The Witcher 3.